Okay, about 10 out, stand by.
In her court, family comes first.
We go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sign off on 1 and roll 1.
In your news tonight, a proposed pedestrian bridge is creating a buzz in Edmond.
Plus, a number of school presidents are working to lower the legal drinking age. We'll tell you why.
All right, stand by camera 2 with their mics.
Oklahoma City's NBA team tonight. The latest on getting your hands on tickets.
Mic them both. And cue them up.
Good evening, and thank you for being here. I'm Keely McIntyre.
And good evening, I'm Monica Price. Thanks for joining us. Our top story tonight, Midwest City Police are
Stand by
investigating
map.
a
Stand by the live shot.
It happened late this afternoon on
Map
North
is up.
Midwest
Stand by
Boulevard.
Jamie.
KSBI-TV's Jamie Ratliff joins us live from the scene with details.
Miker and Cure.
At about 3:15 today, Midwest City Police were called out on a bank robbery. They say an individual entered this Chase Bank, put on a white bandana over his face, then pulled out a handgun.
Okay, so we're going after
he then
this.
proceeded to jump over the teller line and took an undisclosed amount of money from several of the tellers. Now, as he was leaving, he fired several shots. He left through these doors, then proceeded to head out west and then north toward these residential areas. The description police are putting out there is a white male in his 20s with shoulder-length black hair, wearing a long-sleeve, light-colored T-shirt, blue jeans, and sneakers.
All right, stand by the boxes. Stand by Monica.
For a K9 and Oklahoma City search helicopter. And of course, any new information we get, we'll be sure to bring it to you here. Reporting live from Midwest City, Jamie
Boxes
Ratliff,
up.
KSBI-TV.
Mike, Monica.
Thanks, Jamie, for that
Cue.
update. And if you have any information on this case, call the Midwest City Police Department at 739-1306. Meanwhile, business owners in downtown Edmond say a bridge crossing 2nd Street near the Festival Marketplace is a next obvious step for downtown.
Send my video in 1.
KSBI-TV's Jamie Ratliff reports some city officials say that's too
Sign off
short
on 1.
term.
Roll it.
Brian Wallace has spent the past 11 years in downtown Edmond as a business owner. She says the area is facing a parking crisis.
And we're in bad need of parking for downtown for our festivities. Also provides us more opportunity to have bigger and better things down here.
Wallace says building a bridge over 2nd Street, connecting Edmond's Festival Marketplace and the lot on the other side, is the plan.
There's several reasons. There's parking. It would have some historical value. It'll be a focal point for downtown.
But in a recent capital projects and financing task force meeting, the request for a $260,000 increase in funding for the bridge and parking spaces was denied. The project was approved a few years ago, and the money set aside for it is more than $800,000. But partly due to time, the price has gone up.
There has not been enough of a larger plan that has been developed or studied in order to determine whether this is the exact best plan for the downtown.
A path to the parking that would be less direct than a bridge, but would cost significantly less. For Oklahoma News Tonight, Jamie Ratliff,
Send by Monica,
KSBI-TV.
Mike, Monica, Cure.
Thanks for that
Name
report.
is in.
The task
We'll
force
take it
vote
out.
isn't the last word. Edmond City Council will vote on the cost increase September 8th. Building the bridge, though, will require another vote from the task force. From ticket sales to lawsuits, it's been a big week for Oklahoma City's NBA franchise. The ownership group has reached a final settlement with the city of Seattle, allowing the move
Stand
to
by the
Oklahoma.
Crime News Night opening 2.
Attorneys
Stand by
from both
opening
sides
2.
filed the document and noted that they agree to pay their own court costs after reaching the settlement. Plus, basketball fans across
we'll go
the
from the
state
open
have
to
started getting
Keely
calls for
to
season
1.
ticket requests. People can pick their desired seats online or get an appointment with the Ford Center to select a seat. Those assigned times
Somebody open.
will start in September.
We'll open. Mike Healy and Cure.
Cleveland County prosecutors have charged a Norman man with first-degree manslaughter for a fatal traffic accident last month.
Full screen is up.
Prosecutors say 50-year-old Gerald Methvin was driving a Chevrolet Corvette more than 100 miles per hour in a 45-mile-per-hour speed zone. Methvin was arrested that night on suspicion of driving under the influence, reckless driving, and manslaughter.
Cure.
A tense situation early this morning for
Send my
customers
video in
at a
1.
Metro restaurant. Oklahoma City police say
Roll
a
it.
Waffle House in the 1000 block of South Meridian was the scene of a robbery at about 3 a.m. According to authorities, the suspect walked into the restaurant with a ski mask.
All right,
and
stand
demanded
by
money.
side and
Police
2.
say the suspect
Sign off on
did
2.
use a weapon in the robbery.
Roll 2.
He did produce a gun, but nobody was hurt, and right now it still has not been confirmed whether this individual even got away with any money. But we're happy to report that nobody was hurt, which is the most important.
Stand by Keely. And she's up.
The suspect is described as a white male, 5'8", about 145 to 160 pounds. If you have any information, you can call Crime Stop.
So Monica, Mike Monica, and Q.
The Oklahoma County Jail has been a hot topic, and one
Stand by
county
one.
commissioner is
Roll it.
now suggesting a new facility. You may recall just last week we told you about the Oklahoma County commissioners voting to form the Oklahoma County Detention Advisory Committee. The group will be made up of 9 people who are non-elected county residents. This all comes on the heels of a recent report released by the U.S. Department of Justice. It criticizes the jail's operations. District 3 County Commissioner Ray Bob says it may be best to build a new jail.
Roll it.
If the voters were sympathetic, I think we would ask
them to
Monica. Go out and let's start from scratch. Let's build something that's, you know, state of the art, updated, easy to operate.
Mike Monica and Keeler.
Despite his opinion, Vaughn stresses that the advisory committee will make a decision, one he hopes will build community trust.
Should have weather next time by Brandon on 3.
On the weather, and it is shaped up to be a nice evening here
Mike
in the metro.
Brandon.
We're seeing some sunshine out there. Let's go ahead and check in with meteorologist Brandon Chambers in tonight for Brady.
Q.
Yeah, a little sun making its way through a lot of cloud cover across the state today. Those clouds are starting to gradually break up. As we look at Storm Central ESP, showers and thunderstorms, eastern Oklahoma, and that'll be the best chance, eastern portions of the state throughout the evening time frame, Stevens County as well. Some locally heavy downpours with a few showers.
All right, so we'll go back to Brandon on 3, and then from here we're going to Keeley.
With the clouds moving through Dayton,
Keeley on 2.
looking to the southwest.
With, we have a package in 1
right now at the airport. The relative humidity of 69%.
So 3 is up.
Of about 7 miles per hour. We'll have a recap of that 7-day forecast. There's some drier, warmer conditions across the state in our forecast. We'll talk more about it coming up a bit later in the newscast.
Stand by Keeley, Mike Keeley, Keeler.
All right, Brandon, thanks.
All right, stand by package in 1.
When you are speeding through a school zone, officials have a warning. They say you will get caught. Edmond students headed back to school today, and police officers there are working overtime to catch school zone violators. They have already given out 60 tickets and written around 90 warnings. That's just today. KSBI-TV's Ashley Shibley has more.
Roll 1.
Speeding violators whiz through marked school zones like this one you see behind me. But if they speed through these marked signs during certain hours of the day, they're going to see police lights in their rearview mirrors.
If you run over a pedestrian or have a bad crash in a school zone, your life could change forever, whether it's your fault or not.
Officials say they will continue to patrol these school
zones. This is a standard out.
Areas,
so we go from the out to Keeley and we'll go to break.
From Edmond,
stand by Keeley on 2. Keeley's up.
All right, Ashley, thanks for that.
Stand by 1.
Safe traffic grant was awarded to the Edmond Police Department by the Oklahoma Highway Safety Office. Well, still to come on Oklahoma News
Roll
tonight,
1.
It's a nationwide debate. Should the legal drinking age be lowered to 18? Coming up after the break, we will tell you
Stand by Master Control.
Leading this fight. Stay with us.
Master Control, roll your break.
If you're in debt to the IRS for $10,000 or more, you don't have to take desperate measures to settle your account. All you have to do is put the right people to work for you. And that's as simple as
all right, so we'll come back,
You'll speak to a tax
do the kicker,
come
out to 3-shot, do a 7-day,
significantly less than the actual amount you
that'd be it. 28 is out.
I owed $30,000
and paid. Here we go, people.
Call this number and get your
stand by. 5,
now you only have
4,
a small window of time
3,
to settle, so
2,
now.
Roll 1. Mike's in Q.
Welcome back. There he is. He's a beloved character from the days of classic TV. Now, Fonzie is also a permanent fixture in downtown Milwaukee. Were you guys big fans of the show?
It was well before my
Stand by camera 2 on the 3-shot.
Well, but I've caught a few reruns, that's for sure, and it's definitely a good show. Classic.
2 is up.
Did you know
Stand by 7-day.
First jacket, I think the first season was white.
Huh.
The networks did not like the black jacket. They thought it was too, I don't know.
Too edgy? A little
bit,
yeah, exactly. Too edgy. So,
wow.
7-day forecast.
7-day is up.
Mid-80s for tomorrow. A 30% chance for showers, especially in eastern Oklahoma. Warming up a bit Friday and Saturday.
Sun off for 1.
A shower or 2 on Friday as well. We'll keep a close eye on that. But a little drying out period possibly.
Stand by the squeeze.
Early next week.
Yeah, happy to see the sunshine Friday and Saturday there.
Absolutely. So hopefully it stays here.
All right.
You can always go to our website for more at KSBI-TV.com. Have a good evening.
Roll track.
Hairstyles for KSBI-TV provided by Deja Vu.
And Master Control taking, we're out. All right, everybody. Thanks.